Hi everyone, welcome to Ajiro Tech. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Cambridge IGCSE ICT, which is Information and Communication Technology, Paper 2, Data Manipulation, February-March 2021, the only variant in this paper. Okay, so let's go to database right away. Okay, tax 3 database. You're going to prepare some report for the science department. Okay, make sure all currency values display the same currency symbol. I'm just going to highlight this here and I'm going to explain a bit. Now obviously when they mean it has to display the same currency symbol, it means if you're using naira in this particular table, you have to use naira in the other table. You don't want to be using naira in this table and you're using dollar in the other table. So if you're going to be using pounds, right, in the other table, you have to use pounds in the other table. If you're using dollar in the other table, you have to use dollar in the other table. So whichever currency you're using, whatever currency you're using for one table, for table 1, you need to use it for table 2. Okay, that's done. And of course, they are going to be set to 2 decimal places. Okay, 2 decimal places. Now with that understanding, using a suitable database package, import the file m21 stores. Okay, so I'm going to search for access. Okay, I'm going to click on blank document. I'm going to type the name of my database is Ajiro DB. I'm going to browse where to store this. Obviously I'm just going to do that. Okay, 2021 February March. Okay, I'm going to save it here. Okay, and I'm going to create this. I'm going to close this. I don't need this. I'm going to close it. So I'm going to click on external data, new data source. Now I'll click on file and I want to explain this. You use Excel if you're saving it in an Excel format, but if you're using a comma separated value, which is .csv, you need to use what we call a text file. Okay, because obviously that's a text file. So we'll click text file. We're going to browse where it is. Okay, February, March. Okay, stores, yes, open, okay. It has to be on delimiter because it's a comma separated value. Next, we have obviously you know this is a comma, so we're going to check the first row contain field names. Next. Now we can just gonna move this here. The field name, so we're going to open this. We'll click on advanced and we'll see that the field name is text, product code text, supplier code text, available is, can leave it there. Net price is double because it has a currency and we're going to store that currency to 2 decimal places and we'll display with a currency symbol to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to change this double to currency. Mini stock, yes, we're good to go. Okay, set the product code as the primary key. So the product code here is going to be the primary key. Next, finish. So I can open this to see what I've done, and I don't want to take chances, but I want to ensure that these are on 2 decimal places. So I'm going to switch to design view and I'm going to change it to 2 decimal places. I want to be sure. I don't want to take any chances. I'm going to save it switch it to datasheet view. Okay, so automatically the currency is here, my currency is here, currency I want to use. I think we have adjusted this, so going to close this. Okay, so evidence 4, take a screenshot evidence to show the primary key, the field names and the data type used in the table. Okay, so we're just going to open this, switch this to design view, and we're going to take a screenshot. Okay, all right, so I'm going to search for my snake to open it. Okay, this is going to be what? Evidence 4. So I'm going to open my evidence document. Yes, I think we're going to print. Yeah, we're going to print in this. Wow, it's a long way from home. Okay. All right. We're going to examine and import the file M21 supplier. So I can close this. Click on external data, new data source from file, text file, browse, suppliers, open, okay, next, check the first row that contains field names, next, next. What happens? Set the appropriate data type. So let's look at those data types. Okay, for the code we have text, text, telephone, non-integers. Okay. So set the supplier code field as the primary key. Yeah, the supplier code field as primary key. Okay, next, finish, close. Okay, testing the fields. I want to open it in Excel, see if okay, all right. Yeah. All right, so save the data. Now take a screenshot to show the primary key, field names and data type used in the table. Going to save, click on home, switch to design view. Okay. It's going to be what? Evidence 5. Just going to scroll down. Okay, yeah. My mind is at rest. Okay. So I was having some issues, some bit doubt on the telephone, but I'm fine. We're going to create a columnar data entry form with all fields in the supplier table to display one record at a time. Apply 4 features to this form to make the design user friendly. Okay. Okay. So let's look at, okay, with all fields in the supplier table. Okay, so obviously we're going to go through the suppliers table to see what can we do. For features, see, town. Okay, so I think what we can do here is for the town, we can make the town a drop down. We can make the town a drop down. Seeing that we are only having Sutton, Tawara, Scapton, Wellington. So obviously we're just having 4, and right here is Tawara. So we can use the town because obviously the supplier code is way not an option right now. Okay, not an option right now. So obviously we can use the town and we can work on that. So let's go. We have an idea on the kind of font to create. So yeah, so we can close this. So let's create the form. The form wizard from the supplier. We move everything here. Next, the columnar. What title? It's going to be a supplier's data entry form. Data entry form. Okay, we'll switch to design view. This can be done. Okay, let's just do this in layout quickly. Just gonna make here 30. Okay, going to make this white, bold. And right here, I'm going to make this red. Okay, okay, I'm going to switch to design view right now. Hold my control. Okay. All right. So let's look at the 4 features we can add. Let's start with form, with buttons. Okay. We can say record. Here is add record. The next one is save, text, finish, format, save. We're going to go to close form. Yeah. Next, I want this to be a text. Finish, because I want them to. Okay, so the next one is going to be, I'm going to add some buttons. First record. Okay, so this will be first record. So for this, I can make this okay. I can just leave it the way it is, right? Only thing I can do here is um, or yes, I can make this white. Yes, think that makes more sense. Okay, the first record is this, last record will be this. Okay, so okay, format, make this here, change it to this, outline with this, forget to apply this. All right, more to it. Next record, format, 3 point. And finally, format. Okay, okay. Now we can change the town to a drop down. So I'm just going to click on here and click this option group. Mm, okay, yeah, combo box. I think combo box is better. Yeah, I'll type the values I want. Yeah, I think combo box is better. Combo box. So obviously, I'm just gonna do a quick dive. Um, so I'm going to open this in Excel real quick. Okay, just going to copy some of the things here. Right click, copy, paste it the way it is. Copy Tawara. Okay, What else do you want to copy again? All right, so I'm going to copy this again. Okay. All right. I think you've got it covered. Yeah. Okay. So next, I want to store this in for town. Next, and yeah, it's going to be town. If I forget, it's going to be town. We're going to finish. Yeah. So I think at this point we can. You know what? Let me do this also as well. Okay. Outline. The thickness is going to be 2 points. Don't make it work if we try. Alright, so okay, so I'm just going to do a little beta test right now. Yeah. Before I take it off, I'm just going to view it to be sure. I want to be sure. Alright. So as it is right now, it's working. It is working. Okay. Alright, so it's actually working. So yes, it's actually working. Yeah. So I'm just going to switch to design view, and I will take this off by, and I'm going to move this here. Oh, we had a fight. Cool, we had a fight. We had a little. It's time to make it work. Okay. Okay. So I think that we have it. So we're going to switch to layout view. Yes, whatever you cannot finish in design view, you can always finish in layout view. Okay. All right. So I think we have this here. So and we can switch this to the form view. So yeah, we have it here. So it's working. 2, 3. Okay. This takes us to the first one, the last one. See, it's working already. Okay, so yes, we've created this. Now let us. We've added 4 features. We've added with buttons, a lot of buttons to it. We've done designs to it. That's 2. We've added a drop down to it. I think I'm going to work on appropriate spacing. So obviously we've done. Okay. Yeah, I think we've done superb, guys. We've done superb. We've added formatting to the title, the background. So yes, we've done more than enough. Okay, if you agree, we've done more than enough. All right, so we're going to use this to create, use the form to enter this data as a new record. So we have the TPC. Copy. So we're going to click on add new record. Paste this here. Company name. Address 1. Address 2. Town is Tarawa. So I'm just going to pick it here. Postal code. Telephone number. Okay. So we're going to take a snip right now. Something tells me that is what we're about to do. Okay. So take evidence screenshot of the form with the new record displayed and place this in your evidence document. Okay. So obviously this is the new record displayed, and I'm going to add it. Okay, so I'm going to take the screenshot now together with this. So they know that this is the last record added. I'm going to take it with this because I want them to see it. Okay, and I'll play this in what? Evidence 6. Alright, so this is going to save this. Obviously there's something we could do. Obviously if you want to still do something here, you could select this, click on format, make it to be left aligned. You could actually do that, and you can switch to the form view to get this. Okay, but obviously I'm okay with this, right? So yeah, we've done a good job. Save, and then we can close. I'm just gonna take another one. I'm going to take another one. So I've added something. I want them to see it. Okay. So yes. Evidence 6. I love forms a lot. I have a knack for design. So yeah. Okay. Form, be gone and leave me alone. Just leave me alone. All right. Close. Okay. So let's proceed. Create a one-to-many relationship between the supplier code in the suppliers table. Obviously, for you to create a query, you know what that means. Okay. So create a one-to-many relationship between supplier codes. Okay. Click on database tools, relationship, select supplier code, and supplier code is supplier table and supplier code in the store. Okay. Place your evidence document a screenshot showing the type of relationship between the tables. This will be evidence 7. So I'm going to, yeah. Now, obviously, they want to see only the screenshot to know that this is a supplier code in the table. So obviously, they want the screenshot of only this, but I'm leaving nothing to chance, as I only tell my students, so we can try to take a screenshot of everything. Okay. This will be evidence 7. Okay. Click on File. Click on Save. Using fields from the suppliers table, create labels. Okay. Show only the records where the company name contains tower, assorted into ascending order of company. Okay. So we're going to show only these fields. Okay. So obviously, each on a separate line. Let's save this. Now, obviously, for you to be able to create your labels, yes. So, just a quick one. Now, before you create your label, you have to first of all create a query. Before you create your report, you have to first of all create a query. So you need to know these two very, very important things. Okay, you have to create your query before you create your report. You have to create your query before you create your labels. Okay, very, very important. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's begin. So let's create the query first. Yes. So query wizard. That's the whole essence. We have to create the relationship. Very important. So yeah. So we have the company name. Double click. Address 1. Double click. Address 2. Double click. Town. Double click. Postal code. Double click. And telephone. So we have company name, address 1, address 2, town, postal code, and telephone in this order. Okay. So I'm going to click on next. Next, the title is going to be approved supplier. I'm going to copy this. Right? Yeah, so we're good to go. So click on home. We're going to run some queries. Design view. Now I think it says that show only records where the company name contains Tawara, right? So obviously we talked about the wildcard, right? We talked about the wildcard. Okay, that was in the previous video. So please, yes. So for wildcard, so when you have an asterisk at the beginning, it means it's starting with it. Beginning, it means ending with it, and we have it at the ending, it means it's starting with it. I don't know if that makes sense. So if you have a white card, if you have an asterisk at the beginning, it's ending with that word. If you have it at the ending, it's beginning with that word. Okay. So when you have it in between, it means it has to contain, because that's what the question says. Show only record where the company name contains Tahara. So I'm going to switch to design view. Now under the company name, I'm just going to copy this. Copy. Paste this here. Add the asterisk. Okay. And then we'll run. Okay, so we have just 8 records. Okay, so I think yes, we're done with this. I'm going to save. I'm going to close. So we are done with this. So now we have to create our labels. So click on create on labels. Now I want to explain this. It says that in a portrait orientation, right, um, in 2 columns, 4 rows with 8 labels to the page, with the page in portrait orientation. Okay, so in portrait orientation means that this is the portrait orientation. It gives you a sample of what it looks like. If you come to customize, probably you could actually change it as much as possible, but we have it in portrait, so we're not gonna tamper with it. So 2 is fine because we have it 2 across. Yeah, so this is good. And if you look at the dimension, you have 99. So I have mine, so which is almost the same thing. So yeah, it's fine. So I'll click on next. The font we're using, is it specifying the font? Font size not specified, so we're going to stick with the default. Okay, next. Now we're going to work on this. They said include a center and line heading approved supplier. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste this here. Next. And then I'm going to add the fields. Company name. Okay. Address. That's address 1. Address 2. Nope. Undo. Okay. Next. Hit on enter. Town. Now, how do you know if you do it this way? Now, this is the default way of creating labels. If they want to give a sample, then they're going to give a sample. That means you have to do it in that way. But for now, this is the sample of how to go about it. Okay? Just a heads up. Postal code. No. Hit on enter. Got the postal code. Hit on enter. Then we have the telephone number. Okay? So we have the company name, address 1, address 2, town, postal code, and telephone number. Okay? Each on a separate line. You can see that, right? That each have to be on a separate line. So it is a default. Most of the time, they'll give you a sample on how to do that, but each has to be on their own separate line. So obviously, if you're putting them all in one line, then you're going to lose the mark. Okay? Then your name as well. It has your name, center number, candidate number on the left at the bottom of each label. Okay, so I'm going to add my name here. So I have Ajiro ND, comma, center number is AN017 2023 as my candidate number. I'm just going to give a space. Okay, so it's fine. All right, so we have this right here, and okay, so we can click on next. Now, which field would you like to sort by? Now, for the sorting, I sorted in ascending order of company name. Okay, company name. Okay, so we have it in company name here. Okay, I sorted in the ascending order of company name. Okay, so yeah, so right here. So next, title here is going to copy this. For the labels, I have this. Okay, so I have this right here. Okay, so I'm just going to save, close. Yes, I need this in design view, and I'm going to work. Okay, just going to click this, click on format. So, in a large font at the top of each label. Okay, include a center align heading, so it's going to be center align in a large font. So I'm going to bold it, make this to be black. In a large font will not be bad. Let's see 12. 12 seems large, so I'm just going to select all this, move it gently. Okay, I can make it 13. All right, you got me 14. Yes. Oh boy. You have to be careful, guys, when you're working with this. I think I forgot to select the fields. Okay, gently. I think I like what I see. At the left, on the left, at the bottom of each label. So it's actually on the bottom. It's like to put this away a bit. Okay. Save. Click on home, then switch to print preview. Yeah. So this is looking good. So I had to pull away my name, center number, and candidate number away from it, because obviously it's at the bottom of each label. Okay. All right, this seems fine. What am I doing next, please? So this was a query, and this right here, gonna give it labels which are reports. Make sure you've entered your name, center number, candidate number on the label. So this is going to be print out 2. Print. Okay. Let me look for the year I'm working on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Print out 2. Okay, that's fine. I can close and close. Okay, so now using field from both tables, we're going to produce a tabular report. Now, what are the fields we're going to, from both tables? Only show fields, so these are the fields. Okay, so let's create a query. Create query wizard, a simple query. Okay, so we have company name, product, net price, reorder number, order value, okay, we are creating order value, and we have order now. Okay, come in. Oh, we're going to create two fields called other values and other now. Wow. Okay, so first we have company name, product, net price, the other number. Okay, so obviously we have just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next, what title? Okay, include the report title tower. Okay, copy. All right. So now they said select only products where the supplier code is test. Just gonna copy this, copy. So this is so obviously supplier code is not here. So I'm going to click on home, design. I'm going to add this here. This install. So supplier code. Okay. Then paste it here. 76. And order now. It's -1. Okay, so we don't have that now. So obviously what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the sheet view and we're going to start creating the fields. So let's look at that. Contain a new field, order value which calculate at runtime. This field will calculate the value of net price multiplied by the order number. So let's do this. Design view, click on the new field. I'm going to uncheck this because obviously it's not part of it. Okay, so I'm click on the empty field here, click on builder. So we have the net price multiplied by the reorder number. Net price multiplied by the reorder number. Going to OK it, and I'm going to copy this. Okay, so I'm going to run it. Okay, this is our order value. Okay, calculate the value of the net price multiplied by other value. Remember, it has to be 2 decimal points. Let's not make mistake, guys. 2 decimal points. Yes, it is. The next one is contain a new field. This field will calculate whether the number available is less than or equals to the mini stock. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, okay, all right, so now let's do a bit of calculation of this, because obviously this is logical. It's more like an Excel expression. So let's work on it. Now it says calculate whether available, which is a field, is less than, I'm just going to give it a light blue, it's less than equals to the main stock. Now this means minimum stock. Yeah, so what they have available, is it less than to the minimum stock? Like what is available and what is in stock. Now they're checking which is available. Is this available? Obviously what they want to see is a true or a false, a yes or a no. Now in database, a yes, I'm going to type this, a yes is equals to -1 and a no is equals to 0. If you know this, you know peace. Okay, just playing, just playing. Okay, so we have yes is equals to -1 and no is equals to 0. Now with this understanding, let's see how we can put this expression together. So obviously if the available is less than, right, or is equals to, for example, if this is 12 or this is 13, right, and it is less than or equals to, so if it's 13, yeah, it should be true. But if it's 13, 12, then also it should be true, right? It should be yes. Then if this is, so if this is 12 and this is 12, definitely it should be true. And if this is 12 and this is 9, it should be true, because less than, yeah, sorry, if this is 12 and this is 14, then it should be true. Okay, so obviously I'm just using my head to just put in places. So let's do this. Okay, let's just type it instead. I'm using my head too. If we have 12 for available and it's less than equals to 12, it should be true. And if this is 12 and it's less than equals to 9, okay, 12 is, yeah, it should be true, right? But if this is 12 and it's less than equals to 25, it should bring up false, because obviously it should be true. For this it should be false, because obviously this is greater than the other one. Okay, so that's how it works. So obviously this should be false, right, and this should be true, because 12 is less than 25 and 12 is greater than 9. So it has to be 12. 12 is less than equals to 12. This is going to be true. And if 12 is less than 9, it should be false, because obviously 12 is greater. And if 12 is less than 25, it's going to be true, because obviously 12 is less than 25. So I hope you get the whole idea about it. It's just I haven't seen this in a database. So yeah, they're just adding new things. So it's important that you just have the logic and just don't overthink it. Just try to put it the way it is. Okay. All right. So I think I'm just gonna make this red. So now this is theoretical. Let's see how we can put this in practice. Okay. So I'm going to switch to design view. Click here. I'm going to use the builder. Now they said, thank you. Now they said contain a new field order now, which is calculated at runtime. This field will calculate whether the number available. So the number is the field. Now to add this field, we're going, it's not here apparently. So we're going to go to our database, click on our tables. I think it's in store. Yes. So I'm going to bring this here. Right, so obviously this is less than equals to, the main stock. Okay, so we have this. Now I'm just going to, yes, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and I'm going to add a few so you understand. I'm going to add the available here. Just bring it here so you get what I'm talking about, and the main stock as well. Okay, so I'm going to run it. Oh, sorry. Yes, what did I copy? No, order now. Okay, I was wondering why there should be a duplicate. Obviously, because this is one of the beauty of creating relationships, because once the relationship are created, you cannot have duplicates. Okay, so yes, I'm going to run it. So now we have this, right? Now let me explain this. Now obviously this is greater than this, so it's 0. Now for 12, for 1, we have this lesser than this, and then we have it as yes. Okay, so obviously what is available is more than what is in stock. So obviously it's a no, right? You cannot order. You can't order now because what is available is more than what is in stock. Okay, and yes, you can order now because what is available is less than what is in stock. Okay, yeah, so that's just the idea. I just felt like explaining that to you, so I'm just going to take off this. For those who are doing shopping, truly, I think you get it, yeah. I'm going to run this now. So let's get back. They said order now is -1, so I'm going to switch to my design view. Okay, sorry. So for the order now is -1. Okay, going to run it. Okay, so we have 30 records, and yeah, I think we are done. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to close it. Okay, so let's create the report right now. So click on create report wizard. Okay, so under the Tower University Science Store, just move everything under the Tower University Science Store. Okay, so we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, next, now they said do not group the data, so don't group it. Okay, next, what are we sorting by? Okay, sort the data into ascending order of products. Okay, okay, orientation, page orientation, landscape. The title here is, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so we have this here. So I'm going to close it, switch to layout view. Now what am I doing on this? Now they said what am I doing here? Okay, so just the title, so we're not doing just much. So I'm just going to click on format, make this 30, bold it. Okay, fine. I'm going to make it area. Yes. So we're going to arrange it. They said company name is first. So I'll move it here. So product net price. Okay, conformat. The other number. So we have other value. And we have other now. Okay. All right. Quick check that nothing is overlapping. All right. Okay. And we're done with this. Calculate the total value of the order item and position this below the order value. Okay. So we want to calculate the total value of the ordered item and position this below the order value. Okay. So we want to calculate the total of the order value. So we're going to click on report design layout. So we're going to click on sum. Let me see. The total value, that sum. Now calculate the VAT of the net value of this order at a rate of 20%. So what we're going to do, we've calculated this, and now we're going to add the labels for this. But we're going to add labels for this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, copy, and I'm going to switch this to. It doesn't have this. Let me add the currency. So I'm going to click on property sheet. Under format, I'm going to make this currency. Now it has the currency, we're good to go. Auto is automatic, but we can still make it 2. It's still going to stay 2. So yeah, I think that's fine. I'm going to switch to my design view. Okay. I'm going to click on report design. Okay. Right, I'm just layout view. Okay. Format. Bold. Okay. So that's the net to calculate the total value of the ordered item and position that value. Now the next one is we're going to calculate VAT of the net value of this order at the rate of 20% and position this value below the calculated value of the net value of this order value. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to save, click on home, switch to design view. We're just going to increase this a bit. And we're going to copy this, copy, paste. Okay. I'm going to switch this to see how it looks like. Yeah. So you can also switch from here. Now what we're going to do is, we said calculate VAT of this order at the rate of 20%. So so obviously we're just going to do a quick calculation here. So we have 20 divided by 100, that's percent. This will be equals to 0.2, right? Because obviously what this will give you this, I think this will be 1/5, which will give you 0.2, so it's fine, right? Or what you give you 2, okay, over 10, and this also gives you 0.2. Okay, so whichever one works. Okay, so let's do this. So we're going to add, multiply. Yes, in the design view you can calculate 0.2. Okay, and then we can save this and switch to layout view. Yes, so this is the 20% of this, right? So you see this is the 20% of this because this is the net value. It said to calculate at the rate of 20%. Okay. So obviously I'm going to copy this, copy, I'm going to have to select all, hold my shift and my R right and paste this format. Obviously this has to be okay. Save. I can switch this to my layout view here, and we have this right here. Okay, yeah, looks good. As your name, center number, candidate number displayed at the bottom left of every page of the report. Obviously we can move this to center and put this here. Okay, design view. So I'm just going to move this to be center here. I can take it out, but no, I just like it being there. You know me. So we have Ajiro ND, comma AN 0117, candidate name 2023, format is going to be in the bottom left. Okay, click this bottom left, bold it, it's going to be 14. Okay, so it's going to be at the bottom left of every report. I'm going to save, and let's do print preview to ensure that nothing is overlapping. Yeah, we have our name here. Yeah, so we have the net value and the VAT on this order. Okay, okay, I think we're looking good. Print out 3. So this is a report. This paper has been tricky. We have to give it to that. It's been very tricky. This is a criteria. Okay, these are criteria. Queries. Okay, this print out 3. Print. Ensure it's print to PDF. Print out 3. Place your evidence document screenshot showing the formula used to calculate the net values of the VAT and the VAT on this order. Okay, this will be evidence 8. So let's switch to design view and let's take this formula right away. Okay, this will be evidence 8. Export the report created in step 17 in portable document format saved in the exported file in your work area. We've done that, but they need in PDF, so we're going to do that. And we're just going to save it with that name. Copy. Okay. And print preview. Print the work. Save it with this name. Okay. Include the report title. Yeah. So this will be in evidence 9. Okay. So place your evidence document, a screenshot to show the exported file saved in your work area. Make sure there's evidence of the file type. So I'm just going to switch this to details. Take okay. This is going to be evidence 9. This will be our final printout. Okay, I'm thinking how I can adjust this. Because obviously I want to print. Yes. Okay. Okay, click on file, save. You're done already. You're done with the work. I can close this. You're done with it already. Now what we want to do is we want to print our evidence document, which is taxes, and this is going to be in our printout 8. So right here I want to click on file, click on print to ensure our name, center number and candidate number are stored in every page. Okay, we're going to print, and this is going to be what? Printout 8, copy, okay. So you know what, I want to view it. Printout 8, nope, something tells me it was not stored here. Take it off, it wasn't stored in the right one. Okay, save. So yes, we can open this, and I want to make this, like, to see if this is actually seen. It's very important you do this before sending it to the printer to ensure that the examiners can be able to see everything. Please, I beg you, if you don't do this, you might not like what you get. So that's the name, the evidence notified type, and it's for presentation. Yeah, it's good. So yes, we've been able to be done with this. We've been able to complete this paper. Yeah, safe. Yes. So please, we're done, and please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and see you next time. Bye.